Hi everyone. So in this live stream, we'll be looking at factor theorem. So to begin this video, I want to point out, thank you for the support lately for getting me to 30 subscribers. It's been really good. So let's begin. So what is factor theorem, and what does it tell us to do? So when p of x is equal to So p of x. So we take this p of x, and our rule tells us p of x has a factor. So it has a factor of x minus a. And this is only if, and it's only if p of a is equal to 0. Okay, so I'll show you, you'll understand this more briefly with some examples. So p of x is equal to x. So say we are given x to the power of 3 minus 7x plus 6. So basically you need to take the constant straight away. So we take the constant, which in this case is 6. We take 6 and we take the factors of 6. So the factors of 6 are, factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3, and 6. So we need to find for both plus and minus of each of these. So what I mean is plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 3, plus or minus 6. So when you substitute these numbers into our equation, you need to get a result of 0, as it's stated in the formula, in the rule. So, in order to find your factor, a in this case one of these numbers will give a result of 0. So, so we're gonna try 1, for example. So when you insert 1 into this equation, you get 1 cubed minus 7 times 1 plus 6. And you get 1 minus 7 plus 6, and you should get, and we get 0. So that's good. So we know 1 is the factor. It's not the factor, it's a. So we know p of 1 is equal to 0. The only thing I did was replaced a with 1. And now p of 1 is equal to 0, and we know p of x is divisible. P of x is divisible by x minus 1. And that's why we wrote here. So x minus a and p of a. So in this case, p of 1 and x minus 1. So therefore, so p of x, we already know that x minus 1 is the factor. So basically we need to find this bracket here. So the only way to find this is to divide this by this. Okay. So we're going to divide. I'll do it on the side here. So x to the power of 3 plus 0x squared minus 7x plus 6. So that's plus 6. Divided by x minus 1. So, you'll see why in a second why I put a 0 here. So, x to the power of 3 divided by x minus 1. So, do x to the power of 3 divided by x first, and you get x squared. X squared times x, you get x to the power of 3. X squared minus 1 minus x squared. And now you subtract. So now you should see by now why I've put the 0 there. I'm just aligning to you that because this function originally does not have the x squared, so the only way, and it's really important in long division for alignment. So your powers are aligned, so like a straight line. So when we subtract, this cancels out, so that's nothing there. Yeah. So then this 0x squared minus x squared, this becomes So 0x squared minus x squared gives you, it's like saying 0 plus 1, because originally x squared, there's always a 1 in the front, but we don't write it. So that's how that works. So you should get as a result of x squared. So I would like to write it like here, x squared. And now you just put down the minus 7x. You do not need to put down the plus 6 yet, because it's already possible to divide x minus 1 from this function, from this equation. So now, x squared minus 7x divided by x minus 1. The only thing that would work is x, because x times x is x squared, and you cannot really put anything else, so put plus x. I'll now rub this out for space. So plus x, and then x times x minus 1 is x squared minus x. Then subtract. You get this cancels out, there's nothing there. You're left with minus 7x minus x, which you should get a result of minus 6x. So, and now we get to this stage. So, at this stage, minus 6x divided by x minus 1. At this moment, you have to bring down the 6, because dividing this x minus 1 divided by minus 6x is not possible. So you have to bring down the constant. And now, it's possible to bring down, divide this by this cleanly without a remainder. So straight away, that's your answer at the top. So it's right there, x squared plus x minus 6. So now we move back to this part. What we found at the top goes here. So x squared plus x minus 6. So we look back at this, and now, so we look back at px, x minus 1. It's important to expand this part of the equation, because x squared is you can expand it. So x and x. So you know how to do expanding. You just take two numbers, that will give you just 6, and when you multiply and add to get x. So the only numbers that work, plus 3 minus 2. There's plenty of methods to finding this out. Just like you already know how to do it. So this is your final answer. X minus 1 and x plus 3 and x minus 2. This is how you use factor theorem. And so thank you for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video on factor theorem. Like, subscribe and share, and bye.